folks, we must learn more of Saren history. And what better way to learn of that history than from those who have survived it? From Damon Baird, survivor of the Kilo Squad.
Welcome into a new episode of the Kilo Squad Survival's Journal, the personal field notes of Damon Baird. As you can see, we will start this with a letter, but it is of grim importance. It will forever change Baird's life and his path. Hi, Mom and Dad. You know the expression, wish you were here? I wish I wasn't. Not just here. I'm starting to rethink the expression about being lucky to be alive. When we last spoke, I was the intrepid young lieutenant tasked with the leadership of a 4-man fire team designated as Kilo Squad. As of today, I'm a war criminal. I've lost my commission and the faith of the higher-ups. The one group of people who I think still like me are the troops formerly under my command. And seeing as they're in almost as much trouble as I am, I can't help but think their vouching for me won't go all that far. I'm not really sure where to start. Kilo Squad was asked to meet up with a supply convoy that was rolling through Halvo's old town. We'd seen a little bit of action in and around town, but we're starting to feel like we had the place pretty well bottled up. Not that things were feeling very beachy. Most of the citizens had been evacuated, but the rumors flying around were saying the evacuation hadn't gone well for anyone not in a top-income bracket. Halvo's got its snobby reputation for a reason. Between the Seahorse Hill Homeowners Alliance and the Military Academy, anyone who's really anyone on Sarah has a mailing address somewhere around here. From what people are saying, it sounds like half of the Onyx Guard was going door to door in Seahorse Hills putting VIPs on Ravens for points unknown. I guess we'll hear more about where they ended up eventually. I'm sure somewhere in the rubble of our house there was some kind of secret evacuation plan that might have included you, or hell, even me, too. Too bad you didn't mention that to me. Well, I guess the real shame is that you didn't have a chance to use it. As for me, if they weren't coming before, they're definitely coming now. Back to why that is. I'm worried, Dad. We're not fighting the Pendulum Wars. The Locusts aren't the Indies. I know these aren't brilliant words of military strategy from where you're sitting, but the men and women who used to be my fellow officers haven't yet gotten the memo on this one. I'm decommissioned proof. I've got put on trial for helping destroy the scariest thing the COG has ever faced. They call him Karn. He's dead because my squad killed him. We killed him because he was going to kill us and a lot of other people we needed to put down a few tons of mean and grabbed the biggest gun we could find. That's the part the COGs objected to. It wasn't the kind of situation where there was time to say, please. As I write this, I'm unclear as to what's going to happen to me. We're out of Halvo for now. I'm still fighting as a private. Cole's still beside me. If anything, he's even more chipper now that I'm not his boss anymore. I think we've both come away with the feeling that we're stuck with one another. The question is where we're going. Technically, we've been cleared of the charges, I guess. Long story short is that the judge, you remember Colonel Loomis, shook my hand and told me I'd never be an officer again. I suspect he meant it. He might have done me a favor. I guess I can't shake the feeling that I might still be in trouble. I've never really been in much trouble before. Maybe it gets easier, but I'm scared to death that someone's going to walk up to me and tell me I'm no longer allowed to fight. I don't mean to put the moral up front, but if this story has a moral, it's that we all need to do what we can to keep fighting. We're up against a desperate and sinister evil. And it might even be smarter than we are. If you're on Sarah right now, and you're able to hold a gun, you need to be fighting. The alternative makes me sick. They've been keeping us busy ever since we left Halvo. If anything, the news outlets are even more confused than before. I think nobody expected anything like Karn, even from the Locust. All I can do is hope there's only one of them. Signed, Damon. You can see on the security footage, the picture that's been printed out is of Damon's Kilo Squad, registered with a timestamp for proof of authenticity. The weapon that they used, that they hijacked to try to kill Karn, was the light mass bomb. As you can see, the light mass bomb is a tactical devastation device. It causes mass destruction. It is to destroy everything and anything that it touches. It is one of the COG's crowning glories and worst possible outcomes. As we turn the page, we will actually see the indictment of Damon Baird, written in the handwriting of Ezra P. Loomis, the colonel we spoke of a few episodes ago. Let's go through this. The accused, Baird Damon S., his admission number, his lieutenant rank, his pay grade, his unit with the 4th Ephyra Light Infantry, his service term of only 2 years, nature of restraint of accused, pre-trial confinement, charges and specifications. Charge 1, violation of COG Defense Department Articles 4, 8, 32, 104, and 218. Desertion, cowardice, trespassing, theft of experimental military technology, and treason. Specification. In that Lieutenant Damon S. Baird did remove himself and his unit designated as Kilo Squad of the 4th Ephyra Light Infantry from active duty without order. Specification 2. In that Lieutenant Damon S. Baird did encourage behavior of cowardice in his unit during the time of his desertion. Specification 3. In that Lieutenant Damon S. Baird did enter the restricted area designated Onyx Point without order or approval of COG High Command. Specification 4. In that Lieutenant Damon S. Baird did make use of the experimental weapon technology known as the Light Mass Missile without order or approval of COG High Command. Specification 5. In that Lieutenant Damon S. Baird committed an act of clear treason in his actions, betraying his notion and the ethics of the COG. Name of accuser: Loomis Ezra P. Grade Colonel. No signature yet. Affidavit: to the undersigned, authorized by law to administer oaths in the case of this character, personally appeared. The above-named accuser and signed the foregoing charges and specifications under oath that he is a person subject to the laws of the military of the Coalition of Ordered Governments, COG, and that he has personal knowledge or has investigated the matters set forth therein, and that the same are true to the best of his or her knowledge and belief. Signed, Ezra P. Loomis. That will conclude today's episode. It is of the arrest, the accusations, and the devastating effect of what Baird did when he and Kilo Squad hijacked a light mass bomb in their attempt to kill the Locust General Karn. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to respond at any given time. I hope you all join me for the next episode coming out tomorrow. I'm Colin the Crow Clark, and I'll be signing out.